Sourcing inventory seems to be a very hot topic among resellers right now, right? Whether it's trading cards, whether it's anything on the market, right? However, it all comes down, in my opinion, to your local network essentially. So, whom in the area is conducting the same business that you're conducting? What makes getting inventory so tough? And for me, there's an abundance of bulk sellers within my local area. I looked this morning. I have a post on Facebook Marketplace that says buying bulk for X rates, right? My rates are comparable to most. I set it about $20 for common uncommons, about 6 cents per um, hollows, reverse hollows, all those pieces, right? So pricing is fairly competitive. I've gotten one message in the month and a half it's been up. So I just kind of did some digging. I was like, hey, am I underpriced with the market? What is that looking like? So I took 5 minutes and I just glimpsed through Facebook Marketplace for bulk. There are 14 local sellers where I'm at, and my city is only 100,000 people. So when you look at it from that perspective, it's very saturated, which makes it very difficult to get bulk inventory, even like sealed lots that individuals are trying to sell, whether it's sealed, singles, whatever that looks like. It's a very competitive market. So I'm thinking now, how do I look outside of my local areas? How do I travel? How do I justify traveling 3 hours to a larger city and stacking up buys at those larger cities to go pick up and then drive home? It gets very complex when you start talking about travel and travel time and all of those pieces that take me away from my day-to-day activities, my business activities, whether it's personal, whatever those pieces looks like. So it's begged to differ the question of what other opportunities are out there that I can start dipping my toe into, whether it's Magic, whether it's Disney Lorcana. If I'm looking at going the bulk route full-fledged and relying on like larger singles to be there here and there, branching out into other TCGs is a great opportunity to do so. Well, if this is your first time here, hi, thanks for being here. My name is Sam with Loomis Card Craze, where I buy, sell trading cards on eBay. My primary focus is Pokemon, as you could tell by the start of this video. However, I do have several thousand sports cards that are listed, as well as some Yu-Gi-Oh! That I've dabbled in just from when I was a kid. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of what I grew up with. So as I continue to grow and expand the business, I utilize this YouTube channel as a platform to talk through my thoughts and expand and get your guys' opinion on how do you grow a successful trading card business. And I think, again, as I've explained in many videos, success is at the eyes of the beholder, right? I did $20,000 in sales last year. I'm looking at doing 30, 40, 50,000 this year, and it's continuing to scale and grow. However, sourcing has become a real challenge. I've started to figure out that I can't necessarily do it in city. So what is my break even point? There are a lot of folks that are doing 6 cents for reverse hollows or 2 cents per for common uncommon and doing bulk lots. So I'm having to play with my numbers now of, okay, I make 50, 60 cents on a card. Can I go up to 10 cents per reverse hollow? Yes, that cuts into my profit margins, but that'll allow me to continue to source inventory and get cards. But is that going to drive the local market up? What do those pieces do, right? So I'm having to do kind of a gap analysis of what are my pros and cons when it comes to inventory. Could I go to a larger city like, let's say, Minneapolis, Minnesota? It's about a 4-hour drive from where I currently reside. Could I set up purchases or trades or whatever I'm looking to do at that time, doing 3 or 4 at the same time within 10-15 minute windows of each other, and doing all of these deals at once, and then driving back home, get up at 5 in the morning, drive, meet people at 11, 12, 1, whatever that looks like, and then driving home. However, that's a lot of mileage. That's a lot of time in the car. It's wear and tear on the car. You have to factor weather into it, especially this time of year of icy roads. It's March, and we got 7 inches of snow where I'm at just 2 days ago, and today it's 77 degrees. If that tells you anything about where I live, it's just a great place. The weather's fun. Never a dull day, right? So I have to start thinking outside the box of, do I look at getting into Magic? The Magic market isn't as saturated here. With Yu-Gi-Oh starting to release full arts, there's a potential that Yu-Gi-Oh may boom over the next 2 to 3 years, right? So do I start getting into Yu-Gi-Oh bulk and building up that inventory, so if it does run, I have inventory from the older sets that folks are looking for as people get back into the nostalgia aspect. And what does that look like? It's playing the market. I also do a lot of bulk, as I said before, focused around sports. Sports is something that I enjoy, as you can tell by my build. I have not played sports in 20 years because I'm fat, old, and bald, right? So it is something I enjoy following as a pastime of when I was younger and I could dunk a basketball. I could shoot threes like nobody else, right? So I enjoy sports. And I think a lot of it is paper sports cards don't sell the greatest. You have to figure out how to market it, whether it's full teams, papers, all of that stuff. Most folks don't collect, and myself included, don't collect just base papers. It's just silly, right? So I have to look outside the box and continue to grow the store the best way that I know how. So my question for you folks is, what are you doing with your businesses if you sell, right? Are you in an area where you continue to have inventory? I watch these YouTubers that focus around bulk as well, and they're like, oh yeah, I just put up a Facebook marketplace ad and I get 15 comments within a half hour and I'm extremely low rates, $10 for uncommons. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen where I'm at, especially with this market. So you guys tell me, should I raise the prices? Should I start looking outside the box? There's no right answer, right? I could go 100 different ways. I could start buying, let's just say, 500 of the cheap Scarlet Violet promos on TCG Player, which is about the same price as a bulk lot, right? They're 70 cents per right now. You find a quantity seller, $1.50, just buy 100 of them and send them out to be graded. A lot of those promos right now are going for 200, 250 bucks, whether it's PSA 10 or even I think the Beckett Pristine 10 for like the Bulbasaur is going for 400, 500 bucks. So if I was to buy 300 total of a 70-cent card, let's say I hit one of them, that makes all my money for all the cards and everything. So I continue to look at how do I grow the business, how do I scale it while doing what I enjoy doing. This is going to sound asinine, but I actually enjoy sorting bulk. I enjoy going through it and seeing the cards and organizing, and it's just something very calming for me in my otherwise chaotic life, and it's just something I thoroughly enjoy doing. So what do you do that you enjoy doing that others think, oh, man, he's cuckoo bananas? Well, anywho, thanks for being here, guys. This has been a great video. I hope it's been very informative to you, and I look at continuing to put out more content. As always, thanks for being here, and we'll see you in the next video.